Good day everyone and welcome to African Prime Report TV, your trusted source for in-depth news, stories and insight from across the continent and beyond. Bringing you today's special report. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now to join our growing family of informed viewers. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us. Remember, the only way you can truly back this platform is by liking, sharing and commenting on our videos. It helps us grow and bring you more quality content like this. Thank you so much for your continued support in our journey. We've come so far because of you. Today, we are diving into a truly heartbreaking and tragic incident that has shocked communities in Anambra State, Nigeria. It's a story of family ties gone horribly wrong, involving an 18-year-old boy, his cousin, who was also his boss, and his sister. This event highlights the fragility of relationships and the dangers of unchecked anger. Stay with us until the very end. There is important analysis, public reactions, and some thought-provoking questions that might just spark a conversation in your own home. Let's get into it. Let's start with the details of this devastating event. It all unfolded in Onitsha, a bustling commercial hub in Anambra State. According to reports, an 18-year-old boy, who we will refer to as the suspect for legal reasons, was living and working under the roof of his older cousin, who served as both family and his boss in what appears to be a business apprenticeship setup. This kind of arrangement is common in many Nigerian families, where relatives take in younger ones to teach them a trade and provide guidance. But on this fateful day, what started as a simple family disagreement escalated into unimaginable violence. The incident happened recently, sending ripples of shock through the local community. Eyewitness accounts and police statements paint a clear but painful picture. The young boy had left home early in the evening to hang out with friends, a typical teenage activity, but one that crashed into the late night hours. Concerned about his safety and whereabouts, his sister, who was also living in the same household, decided to reach out for help. She called their cousin, the boss, and explained that her younger brother hadn't returned yet. The boss, acting in a parental role, instructed that no one should open the door for the boy until he himself got back home. This was meant to be a way to enforce discipline and teach a lesson about responsibility and curfew. But as the night wore on, the boy finally arrived at the door, knocking persistently. His sister, perhaps out of pity or worry, couldn't bear to leave him outside. She let him in, defying the earlier order. This small act of kindness would soon turn into a catalyst of tragedy. When the boss returned home, he called the 18-year-old boy aside to address the issue. What was intended as a disciplinary talk quickly spiraled out of control. Tensions rose, words were exchanged, and before anyone could intervene, it turned physical. In the heat of the moment, the young boy grabbed a nearby pestle, a heavy wooden tool commonly used in Nigerian kitchens for pounding yam or other foods. He struck his cousin on the head not once, but 3 times. The blows were fatal. The boss died instantly for the severe head trauma. Horror didn't end there. As the sister tried to raise an alarm and call for help, the boy turned on her too. He attacked her with the same pistol, leaving her critically injured. She was rushed to a nearby hospital, where she is currently fighting for her life in intensive care. Medical reports indicate serious wounds, possibly including fractures and internal bleeding, but thankfully, she is receiving treatment. The 18-year-old has since been arrested by the Anambra State Police Command. He is in custody undergoing further interrogation to uncover any deeper motives or influence behind his action. Police spokesman SP Tochukwu Ikenga confirmed the arrest, noting that the suspect used the pestle during a domestic dispute. This is really tragic and heartbreaking. A young life ruined, a family shattered, a community left in disbelief. The 18-year-old has since been arrested by the Anambra State Police Command. He is in custody undergoing further interrogation to uncover any deeper motives or influence behind his action. Police spokesman SP Tochukwu Ikenga confirmed the arrest, noting that the suspect used the Pestle during a domestic dispute. This is really tragic and heartbreaking. A young life ruined, a family shattered, a community left in disbelief.
Awake from 8 o'clock that you're supposed to go to bed. Mugidanya till 3 o'clock. You were waiting for somebody to come.
26.
Kedia Kosia. Ibanisi Oku. Aike, Ehula Aike. Imakwali meni go kudi go ni ja foso.
Che media. Ini kamado media.
As I'm talking to Aike na mortuary o.
Mbu Aike.
Hey.
Yeah, ko ko na December.
Ebuasiga Ikaro, Mayor Bam.
You the record inside office.
Stop that.
Oh, but I was sincere rice. We see the rice, so we jump came in a massive. We watch your pitch. I jump all over Canada. We watch your pitch. We mammola.
Listen now.
Come as in Milan. Yes, brother, because I'm a canomola. It's in a booming. So we see in a pope, we mokota mother. We will them in a win walk. We will lose it. Because we're not chasing me. Not charming, not me, you will resume. We will have good that we chat. I put up on
a nega piano code on this. On a nega like this, what I call the piano code. What happened?
On a come the thing, you name me. So suddenly we will be up with them.
Ever, step again.
Yeah.
Corner, corner.
Nakuku.
Yeah. There's a code. Also, the Bunyamako, I could
I could come here.
And piano.
Now, let's take a deeper look at what caused this incident. At its core, it seems rooted in everyday family dynamics that many of us can relate to. The boy was out late with friends, perhaps experimenting with independence, as teenagers often do. His sister's call to the boss was born out of genuine concern, not malice. The boss's order to keep the door shut was an attempt to tough love, a common parenting or monitoring style in African culture where elders enforce rules to build character. But when the sister let him in, it set the stage for confrontation. The disciplinary talk that followed, meant to correct the boy's late-night habits, turned violent. Why? We don't have all the answers yet, but reports suggest underlying tensions. Some sources mention possible issues like stealing or even drug use influencing the boy's behavior. Others point to the pressure of apprenticeship life, where young boys live away from home, work long hours, and face strict discipline. In this case, the boy was from Ebonyi State, adding a layer of being away from his immediate family. The pestle, a household item, became a weapon of opportunity in a moment of rage. It's a stark reminder of how quickly emotions can escalate without proper communication or anger management. Isn't an isolated case. Similar tragedies have occurred in Nigeria where family apprenticeship sometimes leads to conflict. For instance, just last year, there were reports of disputes turning deadly in other states. Experts say factors like poverty, lack of mental health support, and societal pressures on youth contribute to such breakdowns. It's breaking because this could have been prevented with better dialogue or intervention. Welcome back to African Prime Report TV. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Like, share, and comment below to support us. It's the best way to help our channel grow. Thanks for your amazing support so far. Now, let's talk about the public backlash and negative reactions swirling around this incident. Online and in local discussions, people are expressing outrage, fear, and disappointment. On social media platforms like Facebook and X, the story has gone viral with thousands of comments pouring in. Many are calling it a sign of wicked world, where trust in family and apprentice is eroding. One common negative thread is criticism of today's youth. Commenters are saying things like, "This small boy just ended the life of a great man in vain," labeling the suspect as evil-hearted. Despite his young age and soft appearance, others blame drugs or bad influence from friends, with posts warning, "Be very careful with strangers you take in as house helps or apprentices because the world has drastically changed." There is a lot of finger pointing at parents and society for not raising kids properly, with some saying, "How can children be so evil? They knew it was their fault but lied." Negatively, people are questioning the apprenticeship system itself, calling it outdated and prone to abuse. Ijowa, meaning the journey of life in Igbo, is a phrase popping up implying life's unpredictability but with a tone of despair. Some even speculate darker motives like possession or hidden grudges, though without evidence. Overall, the reaction highlights fear of betrayal by those closest to us, and a call for more caution in family setups. It's sad how this tragedy is fueling division and suspicion. As we wrap up this report, let's reflect. This is a heartbreaking loss. A boss gone too soon, a sister battling injuries, and a young boy facing the consequences of a split-second decision. Justice must prevail, but so must healing. To engage you, our viewers, what do you think really caused this escalation? Was it just anger or deeper issues like pressure on youth? How can families prevent such tragedies in apprenticeship homes? Should there be stricter rules or counseling? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read everyone. That's all for today's special on Africa Prime Report TV. Thanks for watching to the end. Your time means everything to us. If this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe now. Remember, the only way to support our platform is through your likes, share, and comment. It fuels our growth and helps us deliver more stories like this. Thank you for your incredible support. Together, we are building something special. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.